I've owned my 1988 Yamaha Moto4 for quite some time, maybe 2 years, I don't know, and I've never done a review on it. What I love and hate about it. Like, I don't know how many miles I've put onto this thing. It's got about 8,000 maybe. But the odometer's kind of broken. It counts really fast, so I don't know what happened. It's kind of messed up, but anyway, what I love and hate about it. 1988 Yamaha Moto4 350. What I love is that it's fun. It's fun. I gotta say, it's just as fun as my 2005 Suzuki King Quad 700. Like, they still compare. Although the King Quad has many more capabilities, this thing is still just so fun to drive. Every time I drive it, I forget how fun it is. I just forget. Like, it's quite addictive to drive. The two is a semi-automatic transmission here. You see here, there's a foot shift. Yeah, but there's people who are not comfortable with a manual transmission. Don't worry, you don't have to press the clutch. You just upshift. That's just how easy it is. So you have the control of a manual transmission, but you don't have to worry about driving one, like in the specific things that you have to do. And with the clutch, you don't have to worry about the clutch or anything. It's got upshift and downshift, which it's easier, but still like a manual. Third thing is that it's simple. Just come on, look how simple everything is. Like, some people will say this is complicated because they don't know much about motors, and I get that, but like, look, this is just simple. You can see everything. You can see everything. It's easy to work on it. There's no plastics covering all of this up. And no, it doesn't actually burn your leg off, which that's quite good. Which I'm kind of surprised just how simple this is. Many things just don't know if you can see much, but these are easy to work on. And that I've definitely always loved that. Because whenever it does break down, it's easy to repair. But it's not like it will, because the fourth reason is reliability. These are reliable as hell. I don't think it's ever really broken down on me. These things run forever. These old classic Yamahas, I gotta say, in terms of reliability, they're better. They're probably gonna be better than my King Quad. Yes, I will admit that they just gotta be better than my King Quad. Like, the old classics, the little technology, it just won't break because there is no technology. Number 5 that I like, durability. Not much to say about that. Keep banging these, throwing these around. Yeah, but like, come on. They're very durable. They're still very durable. Like, you can just roll this thing over. All that is that you just gotta bend the handlebars back and you're fine. And the 6th thing, it's just classy. It's classic. Every time I ride something classic, it's just cool to have a blast from the past, like old cars. I kind of like old cars, but this just, come on. You gotta love riding these things just for the sake of them being fun and classic. You gotta love them. Now to things I dislike. There's some things I dislike. Harsh throttle is the first one. It's a little bit hard. Looks easy, but after a while, your thumb hurts like hell. Definitely not a good thing. What can you really expect? Next thing, rough ride. The suspension in the back, it's kind of jumpy. You know, going over roots, it can kind of like jump in the air a little bit. It's, I mean, your butt can hurt at the end of the day, let me say that. After a long time of riding it. And the third thing, it's slow. I'm not gonna expect much from a 350cc. Like, it can go 45 miles an hour for a 350. a lot, but like then again, acceleration is very slow. If we can see the speedometer, it's not very good. 50's right here, and we can see 40 right here. It can go about 45. It can go about 45, which is not bad for a 350cc, which I'm pretty sure these things didn't really have limiters, because why? It's an old thing, you know, it's just an old thing. Next thing, it's a two-wheel drive. The back, yeah. Only the rear wheels have power. That's I did get stuck quite a bit, if you saw in Upstate, in my part 1 Moto4 video that I recently uploaded. That's, yeah, you can get stuck in these. They're not meant for mudding. So two-wheel drive, I'll definitely say that's a dislike. Next is the paint. Unlike my King Quad, where if you scratch it, which I have a scratch right here, see, I got a bunch of scratches on it from the previous owner, but if you see, if you scratch it, the actual paint is green, so it's not going to come off. You know, here, it's just red paint on white plastic, so if you see, it comes off. That's what Yamahas have with their paint. Suzuki likes to have their actual plastics that color, meanwhile, Yamaha rather just puts paint on, but then again, it can come off. And that's not a very good thing. It's one thing I don't like, just generally don't like about Yamahas. Last is the battery placement. Come over here. Hard to work on the battery. Yeah, you have a little space. Your battery's right there. Unlike the King Quad, it's under the seat, so it's easier to get. And in the Explorer, it's in the same place, just it's much higher, so you have much more space to work on it. So let me just say, that's one thing I definitely don't like about it. Hard to work on with the battery. But anyway, other than that, it's a great quad. If you're getting a used one, I definitely recommend it. These are great, reliable, awesome. I mean, unless you don't take care of them, but that's like with every quad. Like if you just leave them sitting for 10 years, like of course it's probably not gonna start. But anyway, these are just great. I've just loved these so much. I'm like speechless of how good this thing is. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. You'll definitely have fun and not regret it in the end. And so, well, goodbye.